Yay Media Group.
When I was when I got casted, I was like doing hair at the same time. I had my mom pretty much gun to my head. She was like, "You cannot not go to college, or like not do something." So she like pretty much made me go to cosmetology school, and I just hated it.
We're back. Another week of Highkey. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Hello, Yvie.
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good evening.
Oh,
Girl,
my
you are
goodness.
giving me Scooby-Doo, Rugrats, I don't know, something Puff the Magic Dragon Down.
It's giving big Barney energy. Like, I'm ready to be like, you know, that YouTube kid creator, Miss Rachel. Like, I'm ready to be like, count to 3. Like, that feels very
Girl,
much
you cannot be
that
associated with me if you are going into the children's industry, okay?
I'm most definitely not. That's actually the quite opposite direction I want to go in. But no, it's a cute little sweater. I like it, How you been? What's been going on? I think we need to talk about Drag Race season 18. Because I need to know your top line thoughts before we get in, because our guest for today's show is drag royalty, and she does her own sort of review of the season as she's currently doing it. But let's get into ours. What are your top line thoughts of season 18 of Drag Race?
Okay. Top line thoughts of season 18 of Drag Race are, let me just get this out there so that the internet can be right. I hate RuPaul. I hate Drag Race. I hate happiness.
Please, you are never going to let us win. We need to be in World of Wonders. Good gracious. I'm trying to be a guest judge one day.
No, I'm kidding. Actually, every season, I feel like I start every season by being like, am I still going to love Drag Race? Like, is it spoiled for me? And even if I go in with that question, these bitches always answer it so quickly. Because like, my favorite thing about Drag Race is literally getting to see these different artists, their different perspectives, how people like tackle challenges. And I'm gonna go out and say it already that like Drag Race is legitimately probably one of the most challenging, like probably the most challenging reality television competition show you can be on.
It's not a joke when they say it's the Olympics of drag. Like, it's really intense.
Like, y'all can talk about baddies and the challenge and whatever else. Like, whatever other reality TV show you watch, Drag Race is a social game. It's like testing. Can you sew, dance, sing, act? Can you be a star in like 20 different ways? And if you even fail to show people that you can do one of those things, you get chewed alive by the internet. They're like, look at this ugly bitch. Yeah. She was a table.
Which is why it was always such a gag when, Drag Race UK would literally, you have to do all of these things just for a fucking pin.
Girl.
Like a Ru pin. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I think season 18, I'm sitting at a little bit of a crossroads for it, because I'm really enjoying, I love when like Drag Race is out. I love the community that it brings. I love like seeing the watch parties, the new batches of queens. But I do still feel like this batch of queens for me isn't actually what I expected. I think I feel like some of them are really good. But I also feel like I'm missing sort of like the stupidity and the funny that comes with, like, these queens aren't necessarily funny to me. Like, they don't really like lean in on the humor. Like, I think a lot of them are just too literal. And I think we're in season 18 of Drag Race, where now the formula is so like, you can replicate these things. And I feel like we're watching that. And like last season, we had queens, like the Core King, where like at least we know like it's the system is being replicated, but at least like they're bringing like a funniness, or they're bringing their own POV to the space.
Girl, you really loved Corey King on that season, and I will say
I thought she was great.
No, I think what she's done after the show has been great. Like, I am not gonna lie though and be like, yes, Corey King ate up whatever season that was. Like, bitch,
I don't think she ate. I just think she like knew what she was doing. She knew the atmosphere she was going in, and she lived in like up to it.
I just don't remember her on that season because I remember being so upset with her. I was going into like the meet the queens and the promos. I was like, I like this bitch. She's got the energy. She's going to bring the interest, and like it's not shit talking to be like, girl, she wasn't interesting on the show. She she teased me. I was like, oh, she's gonna be the funny one. Never made me laugh. I was like, oh, she's gonna give you like a really good character on the runway. She's gonna give you that fierceness. Like, gave me 20 plain Jane ass bodysuits. What she's done after the show, however, is everything, because she like took what she did on that and she's had fun. She's connected with people. Like, Corey King is that bitch. It is not because of what she did on that show.
There's just not enough. There hasn't really been like Untucked has been boring. Like, there hasn't been any real like real drama that hasn't felt forced. Like, it just had like, and also the acting challenges, like they've been so kind of falling short for me. Like, it's just, there hasn't been any real humor that I feel like Drag Race is premiere at.
Girl, that is exactly, okay, we're back on to me bitching, okay? I need everyone to remember I hate RuPaul and Drag Race and happiness.
Quit saying it!
This is my new catchphrase. No, I feel like the hardest part of watching Drag Race right now, just to call a spade, is the fact that it has been an institution. So if you were like an OG watcher, if you've been watching this shit forever, then you already know going in that there is going to be a formula, that there's going to be queens doing things that are just like staples of what drag queens do on that show now.
For sure.
And what's interesting is when you see people who maybe not even necessarily like offer something new, but just remind you that drag is about this self-expression. And I want to say the reason that I think this season is so dope so far is look at all these old ass bitches they put on the show. It is ridiculous to say old because they're
which is crazy because everybody's just in their 30s.
But girl, like the show really, gay people are all about New Now Next, and the show has shown that so much. It's been like, yeah, here's what all the TikTok twinks are doing. Yeah. And like, we're going to cast a season full of non-binary mullets. Like, only you can't get on the show if you don't have a non-binary mullet. But like, it's
who are your top, do you have a top 3 right now?
My favorite people, my top 1, I don't care if she's eliminated. I don't care if she pulls a gun out at RuPaul and you know, calls her the N-word girl. I will be like, wow, there's something fucked up about that queen. And then I'll stop standing her in that situation. But
who is it?
I love Darlene Mitchell. Like I think what she's doing on the show is the most representative of when you put an old ass drag queen, somebody who's like been in this skin for a while on that show. It's somebody remembers how much joy drag brings to them. And they're like, yeah, I'm like, my character doesn't have to be this super put together, polished. Like, she knows what she's good at and what she's bad at.
Bring back mall drag.
Girl, and she knows how to have fun. I have girls I want to be on this show specifically because I want them to fight RuPaul in their H&M. Okay.
Darlene
She's my
is
top.
most definitely in my top 3 too. I thought she was going to be a big flop from her like Meet the Queens. And she's actually kind of really one of the shining stars of the season. I'm still a very big like Kenya pleaser. Like Stan. I'm obsessed. I think she's incredible.
Yeah.
And I really, 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 really like, is it Nene Coco?
I was gonna let you say it. Yeah, it's Nene Coco.
I really, really like her a lot. I think she is just spectacular. Like, she just is giving me like clear front runner in a row. And I also like Jane Don't too. I think Jane Don't and her are like clear front runners. Those are my top 4s. If I was like, this is to the end of the game. These are who I want to see.
Well, that's what I was
Kenya,
saying. Even if they get kicked
and
out, I don't care. I'm going to immediately go on their Instagram. I'm going to spam all their comments with how much I love them. I'm going to pay them to come to my city and sing at my birthday party. Like, I think it's just been such a refreshing season of seeing people who look at the Drag Race machine and still love this show and still want to like do something amazing with it.
Yeah.
But when they got there, they weren't necessarily thinking like, and here's how I'm going to build my brand. But if we're going to talk about the reason why bitches want to build brands, it's because some of the most iconic queens have come through that show, knowing who they are, knowing what to sell, and knowing how to connect to their audience, which is why I'm so excited that today we're talking to Naomi Smalls, my twin, my pretty twin. Stay seated. It's hot and it's gorgeous, and I drool over her.
I'm obsessed. She was everything. Please get ready for Naomi Smalls, y'all. We'll be back. Highkey. Oh my God, so our guest today, literally, I'm so excited to have. She's been on our like wish list since we kind of started Highkey. We were just trying to figure out what, when, and where, and how we were going to make sure we saw this face. The legend, the prettiest girl we probably know. Besides you, of course. Psych. Naomi Smalls, welcome to Highkey.
Oh, thank you. So we also get told we look a lot like each other.
It's true.
Girl,
we
it's
must
just y'all
both be
being
the
light
prettiest.
skinned. That's really it.
It's like
You're
light
probably
skinned
actually
and
half
like
right.
8 feet. We're like light skinned and 8 feet tall. It's like when you
True.
see like 2 trees next to each other, you're not going to be able to be like, oh yeah, that one's an elm. It's just like, yeah, no, they're both Naomi V.
Which I love because I guess when I think of you both, like, I guess I never really think of you being like as close as you all low-key are. Like you spent so much time in Vegas. Y'all toured together. Like how have y'all seen each other since? Like what's been going on? Like how's life?
We were supposed to see each other recently.
Oh yeah, have you talked about that?
Yeah.
Or
I just
can you talk about that?
I can say, of course, that I was supposed to be in Australia, and unfortunately, I fucked up my visa, so I have visa issues, so I did not get to see my twin.
I know.
You were there?
I was like so excited to.
She was like the first text I read when I landed. She was like, "Yes, Diva, we're gonna fuck some shit up. This is great."
I know.
Oh.
I mean, whenever Yvie and I feel like Vegas is probably when we got pretty close.
Yeah,
because y'all did the reality show, and y'all were the inaugural cast of the. No,
Oh my God, what a fancy way of saying it.
Yeah,
I'm like, we were the first bitches.
I can't do that, but y'all were like the first cast.
Yeah, we were.
And so
And
talk
like one of
about
the
that.
longest.
How was that time in Vegas with each other? I mean, because not only that, y'all were doing the show, but the reality show. Like, how was that for you?
I mean, it feels like that was like a really huge chunk of our drag, at least for me, it feels like a huge chunk of our drag lives because we started in 2019, like in fall, hearing about it. And then we moved there winter 2019. And then we were starting the show like early 2020. And then the show got put on pause because of COVID. But we were kind of always on pause because we didn't know when we were going back.
Yeah,
if we
like
were
we
going
left.
back.
Did you leave things there? Because I left like most of my wardrobe there. Like they gave us one day to go back to the casino.
Oh yeah,
and like pick our shit up. And like I packed up one suitcase moving through that ghost town casino, being like, nobody is ever gonna see Vegas like this.
I like wish I had a film crew with me when I went to go pick up my stuff because it was like I Am Legend. Like the strip was like empty. There was no other cars on the strip.
Wow.
Like there was like one person from like the hotel working in security that would let you in. Like it was
the
not
lights
open
were
at
off
all.
in a casino. That is a trippy thing.
Were y'all like regretting the fact that y'all had just signed on to do this thing? Because like I'm like it felt like bad timing, right? Like were you like fuck now I'm stuck
I didn't regret
in Vegas of all places?
I was so happy to do Vegas. I think what I regret, and maybe I hope at this point VH1 regrets, like doing the TV show at the same time as the show opening. I think, yes, it caused a lot of like drama of like, it caused us a lot of stress because we were learning the show, but we were also like competing on, or not competing, like participating in a reality show. But I think if they would have brought the cameras when we already knew the show and we were like 2 weeks in, it could have been a little bit more glamorous.
I mean,
and
that's like what
that's
they're
when we
doing
were
with
actually fighting,
Girl.
like real life fighting when the cameras were not there. And I think that they would have caught that too.
Yeah.
So.
It was unfortunate. I just don't think also they had some dreams of the type of reality TV that like could be produced, because the way they sold it to me is they were like, yeah, it's going to be like a Real Housewives sort of deal. And I was like, I've never lived anywhere but Colorado my whole life. So like, I don't know these bitches. I guess I have to hang out with them. Also in drag, when we're, for the first time in my life, working what is the equivalent of a day job, because we had our little 9 to 5, like 4 or 5 days a week.
That's always what I tell people, like any queen going to the Vegas show. I'm like, it's the closest thing to a 9 to 5 you can have. And
did you hate it?
I love like routines.
Yeah.
Like I was there, like the moment they opened up that showroom, I was there like painting.
What's your sign?
Psychopath.
Virgo.
Psychopath. Literally every day.
We're both Virgo. Like, right?
No.
I'm right on the
You're like a
cusp.
cusp. That's right. You're a
I'm a
cusp.
July Leo, August Leo.
Okay. Gotcha.
No, and she always like tries to like bump me into the Virgo one. She's like, wait, Yvie, this is what it would look like if you had a nice wig that was made for your head. And I'm like, fuck. I am really pretty.
I do say August Leos are Timu Virgos. I do feel like they're I do feel like they are almost there, but they're just not there yet.
That's also like how I show love is I'm like, oh, what if we tried this wig today?
It's so cute. Honestly,
here's a pair of contacts, you know.
I think that's why you're the most likable, because we were talking about this interview and I was like, Naomi, there's a difference between like a Violet and a Naomi. Like people like think Violet is just bitchy, but Naomi, I feel like they think she's bitchy, but she's so nice and likable that they love her when she does it.
That is definitely something you have to like disarm people with. I think like looking striking, it breeds a lot of like prejudice.
Automatically.
Like I'm not gonna go into Sweetie and be like with the pretty privilege of it all. Like,
we get it, you're pretty.
But like I understand like I fascinate over. If I fascinate over RuPaul, like I'm not gonna assume that RuPaul is gonna be like so fucking sweet to me.
Yeah,
but like, when you're in close quarters, like I feel like it's just nicer to be sweet.
I also, you say that, but I also just feel like you're a better person than Violet.
No, oh my god, I think maybe I'm easier to get the sweet side of. But like once you really know Violet, she was so sweet.
I don't want to get to know her that deeply, girl. I watched her yell at a bunch of local queens for being in her trailer, and I'm like, it's their trailer too, girl.
So season 8, you were the youngest queen on your season, which is so interesting now because I think to think about drag now, you're like the low-key one of the blueprints for what we see on mainstream Drag Race and Drag Race currently. How have you kind of reflected about your time being on the show, and then also, girl, you know, like Nikki says, you thought these bitches is your sons.
Yeah, the legacy you have.
Like,
the literal legacy you have.
No, there's definitely been girls on the show now who have way longer legs than I do.
Oh, absolutely.
Way longer legs.
Well, yeah, because they keep looking for like us plus ones, girl. That's how it works. Like I went on being like, ooh, I'm gonna be the bendiest bitch. I'm gonna flip around these hoes, and then they like followed me a couple seasons later with like Maya Amon LePage, literally just to force that bitch to backflip. They're like, do another one. You haven't hit Yvie's level yet. Do another one.
No, I love honestly seeing drag just constantly. I always feel like I can see what we've done in those early seasons and like seeing the girls either take it and twist it and put it on its head or pay respect to that.
Yeah.
I do think it is a crazy show to do when you were so young.
Girl.
Like it's
absolutely.
I think about you all the time with that, actually, because we're for all intents and purposes, we're like the same age, like so close. And I got on that show like 3 or 4 or 5 years after you, and I started auditioning around when you were on. And when I saw you on, I was so upset because I was like, well, fuck, there goes my spot. They're going to never choose a skinny, young, brown, white thing again.
brown, white.
Yeah, brown, white. At that time, they probably wouldn't have
brown, white. I said what I said back then. If you were a black girl, you were literally cast to be like, bitch, I'm from Chicago. Like, and if you didn't fit into that stereotype.
Yeah.
You probably weren't getting on the show. But I will say, I always think about it because when I was young trying to get on the show, it seemed like something I had to get done. Like I had to do it, which I did because of my body. However, I always think on the flip side about you, who's like been in this industry, been in this world. Can you speak a little bit about like what it was like to start so young, to be a part of all of this, to spend your 20s?
21 is crazy.
As a famous person.
I mean, not even. I'm like just so thankful that like I started drag so early. I mean, I think I honestly started drag in like high school because I was going to high school. I wasn't obviously in the wigs and the lashes and the contacts and stilettos and all, but I was like still wearing like 5-inch Rick Owens knockoff chunky heels and like doing my eyebrows and painting my nails. And I think that's like kind of like when my drag really started. But finding like a competition, like those cities that actually let you do drag when you're 18 and up, and like having that competition that I was doing was like so helpful to like even those 2 years get somewhat good at drag before auditioning for Drag Race.
I mean, you were really good. And I know that's the thing that especially you beauty queens love to look back on and be like, oh, look at my ugly, crunchy brows. Why did I ever think blue eyeshadow was a thing that worked? But the thing is, your ugly, crunchy brows, your blue eyeshadow.
Like, she was wearing them yesterday.
It literally did change lives. It changed perspectives for me. You represented a like youth having a place in this drag conversation where I had already seen a pattern of like, you have to know the 80-year-old bitch references.
Why did you audition? Why did you like decide that was the time? Like, were you just like hungry and just like, fuck it, why not?
When I was when I got casted, I was like doing hair at the same time. I had my mom pretty much gun to my head. She was like, you cannot not go to college.
Yeah.
Or like not do something. So she like pretty much made me go to cosmetology school. And I just hated it. I just like hated.
Which is crazy to me because that's like a structure thing and like also beauty. Like I would assume you would have loved it.
Like I love hair. Like I love hairstyles and I love wearing the wigs and all that jazz. But like
the doing it.
She like, I'm not trying to be at Paul Mitchell School of Cosmetology.
It's not even so much my mom even like, she did the fancier one. She got me classes at like White House Sassoon and everything.
Word.
Like she was like wanting me to be the best version of a little gay boy I could be.
Yeah.
And I chose the wigs and the lashes over like a job skill. I graduated and I worked behind the chair. I just like, that fear of someone like turning around after I just like gave them a transformation and them hating it really stopped me from like leaning into cosmetology.
That's kind of wild considering like how well you performed at these makeover challenges on the show. Like how well you did at transforming somebody into a member of your drag family and making them feel so good.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the same power that you gave to me. Legitimately, you were like one of the first people to like push me to start doing things that were out of my comfort zone. And that's so rare.
Oh, I love that.
Like I got on Drag Race and immediately became a pads bitch and was like, oh God, I have to be pretty in pads and this. And you were like, no, you don't. wear your natural body. And I was like, but I look like a man. And you were like, it's okay. Just turn to the side.
As long as you wear a belt, anything's possible.
That's so crazy. I feel like people would assume that you would be like a lot more judgier because of the way that at the level that you do your own drag, I guess as a fan, I would assume that you're looking at the other girls. And I've also heard you critique the show sometimes. That you're like, you like are kind of like, was that really the T-girl?
Yeah.
And so, but it seems like you really are you're being graceful about, like you really actually care.
Well, I think everyone can look good.
Yeah.
Like everyone can have their own version of looking good. And I think you can like
their own version of looking good. It's crazy.
This feels so spicy right now.
Oh, she's not even trying.
everyone can look good. Everyone absolutely can. But like I mean I love to judge drag.
Yeah.
I love it. It's drag is what I live, breathe. It is the concoction of everything I love in the world, and I'm still such a fan of it. Any franchise, any Dragula, like anything, Can't Want to Kiki, anything. You know, I fucking love drag. So I just once you like fall in love with someone's like drag persona, it's easy to like imagine. At least for me, it's easy to imagine like what they would look like at their like highest level. And a lot of the times, I just don't think that people know.
You've helped a lot of people along the ways, even though you were so stingy about giving out your makeup tutorials.
I feel like it's been a long time since I've done one. And I need to do it.
I think you doing YouTube videos in general are just like legendary. They're so good. It's so good. So much
goes into it.
I know. I don't see how Plastique does it,
girl.
Like it's crazy.
She's
a
like
psychopath.
another level. She really because she will die for it. She will die. She works so hard.
But then that's why I'm saying she is a psychopath. Actually, the thing that I think about the most between you and Plastique that you share, that I love to hear y'all judge people on Dragon is you're like, that bitch she's not trying. She's not suffering for her drag right now. And I think it like really does show whether or not you guys are taking it super seriously in Plastique's like crazy level of work that she puts into all of the shit she does. Like I remember just like touring with her right after we got off of our season. And
was that the last time you were in Australia or no? Right? The pretty weird, because they were talking about, because I think that was the last time Plastique was there. So they were talking about the pretty weird tour, and I was like, oh my God, yes.
Oh wow.
It was really amazing getting to like work with somebody who, to be honest, I didn't vibe with at all. Like we never talked on our season. but like it was like the first time I had been forced to be in such close like spaces that you just are going to bond. You're gonna learn shit. And what I learned most about Plastique is that like that bitch works like nonstop. Like we just got done with the show. She has her shit hanging up to dry. She's doing a hair for tomorrow while making a TikTok, like while also like looking up a recipe
gotta love
that she'll never
this
cook.
shit to be doing it at that level.
Totally.
Like it's like, girl.
Either that or she has hidden a fierce Ritalin addiction for years.
Absolutely. But I mean, I feel like even with when I think about your career post Drag Race, it's been really interesting to see because I'm not saying you were the first fashion queen, but you are a fashion queen to me in my eyes, right? And I think I'm actually surprised that you haven't done like, I guess, more mainstream fashion stuff in the ways where I think you should be gracing covers or like being at runway shows. Like I think Gottmik and Fame and Milk, all of them are all like Simone and Gigi. They all kind of like are in that space. But I'm like, was that a choice for you not to kind of do that? Or did you want to and it just hasn't happened?
Oh, I've always wanted to and it just hasn't really like panned out. I've definitely been like offered things and like I think I have to live with this. Like I think I just asked too many questions. There's a little bit of that Virgo like control freak in me where it's like I'll be asked, I'll give an example, asked to do a show and I'm like, okay, so wait, what am I gonna wear? Like and they don't want to hear that. They want to hear yes, and you go and you like blindly just you either like get a cunt thing or you get something boo-boo, but you think it's like
trash.
I'm so used to like after doing Drag Race, like you show up even if we're at like a gutter gig, at least we have like a private dressing room and we're told all the information of what we need before we get there.
Girl, she and I work different gigs.
So there's a hierarchy happening.
How about there's a dressing room and you're in control of what you're gonna bring.
Yeah.
So you are in control of like how the audience is gonna see you. In a lot of these like spaces that are not necessarily for us that we're stepping into, like say the fashion world, like
you
it's just the question mark that it does drive me a little bit like crazy, and it's definitely gotten in the way of me saying yes to things that I totally should have said yes to, and like letting the next girl go. But like, I don't know, I'm such a control freak, and I think now I've just realized like,
are you letting go of that though? Like,
I am. I think when it comes,
are you?
No, I'm not letting. Actually, I don't think I'm letting go of it.
Okay.
I think I'm more accepting
There's
it,
the
and it's becoming a little bit crippling.
Yeah. I'm like, that feels anxiety inducing, right? Because we've talked to Shea Coulee about like this level of perfection. And it seems like, especially in queens like you and her, like y'all do drag at such a level. Do you feel like it's stopped you from being able to like just be a little messy or like be able to just like do a thing and not have to like fully have every single 1,000 answers that you need?
What's the most crunchiest, unprepared backdoor shit show you've showed up in the last couple of years?
Because you know it's still going to be good at your level.
Yeah, but it's that feeling of being like, oh, it could be so much better if.
That is
it
relatable.
Could be
No shame.
so much better
No
if
shame.
there
That's
was
how
just...
I felt before I glued my nails on specifically for you today.
I have no complaints, by the way. You're in a wig, you're in lip gloss, you're in nails, and you're in heels. Hello.
Like,
Right?
What more could you want? We're doing a podcast.
I'm like, is it giving a toot?
Yeah, wait. To your question earlier, am I reaching my highest potential?
I don't know. Highkey. So since you are so like critical about, like not even critical, but you are just very like intentional about like what you want to do and like the things that you do, then like, I guess what are you wanting to accomplish? Like what is Naomi's like next big thing that she's really trying to figure out, right? Because I mean, it's really cool to see you and Kimchi having moments together, like the collab, the makeup brand collab. And it's really cool seeing you like take over and even like really do a really cool version of a refinement of a Club Kid, right? Like, but like, I guess, what's your fullest potential?
Ooh. I feel like right now, especially with this past year, I'm like really hoping that I can accomplish a sense of like independency.
Ooh.
That I've never really like felt in drag before. I think that I've done it all as far as like the gigs and the tours that I've always wanted to be part of and do. And I mean, I'm so flattered that I've been on like I released one little YouTube series by myself, and then I got picked up by like Race Chaser and Sibling Watchery. That was kind of a gag.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a fan first,
you
know? So of course I have those conversations in my ear all the time. So like, I was like, oh, duh, absolutely. I don't have like a thing about, what's the word? It's not like a distaste for authority. I think that's real. I think that's so real. Like, I don't have a distaste for authority. There's just like an independency that like there's something there that you can only feel like when you are the one who's like calling all the shots or like in control of all the lighting and like I think I'm exposing my crazy.
It also is unrealistic in a lot of ways, but I get why.
It's so unrealistic because you always need somebody.
Yeah,
and I feel like at this rate, I have so many amazing friends who are down to help the craziness of. I mean, you bring your own spotlight to your club appearances is like crazy to me. I'm so sick of it.
Like, bitch, what do you mean? How are you even traveling with that?
I'm so sick of it. And honestly,
that's your spotlight?
Two of those shows in Australia did not have spotlights. So like, you didn't miss anything.
I cannot believe you are literally lugging around like heavy ass electrical equipment.
I have 2 guaranteed 70-pound check bags with me. Like, always at all times.
And then mind you, this bitch is like 12 pounds wet.
And that's the only reason why it's like they want to book me on another airline. I'm like, it would be so much money to check my 2 bags. So just go with this.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Unless y'all are going to pay the baggage fees for my spotlight, my backup spotlight, the reflector pad,
my background dancer.
No, now you're giving me a bad
my
rap.
drapery.
If you're booking me, all I show up with is the spotlight.
Yes. She's like,
Don't give me a bad rap.
I'm not difficult.
No, but I mean, I also come from since I've now been doing this shit for so long. I mean, I am a logo TV.
Oh, same.
Like
I can't remember what season was Fantasia on. When she was a guest judge, like Fantasia Marino.
Oh my gosh,
that had to be earlier.
It was an early season.
3 or 4.
I think that was one of my first. That was my first season ever watching Drag Race.
Okay.
And I just remember because I was like so happy that they did that album, and I was like, yes, I love that Fantasia's on this gay ass show. When I know she's probably called every one of the facts.
Exactly. No, I've seen the progression of like when drag gigs were like, it was like a big ass deal. Like I used to go to the shows before I was on Drag Race, and I mean, like Sharon Needles was arriving to the club in a hearse, coming out of the coffin on stage. Oh, sorry. I remember when there was just a little bit more
where it was on the cultural uprise of like import, and I think the strangest thing about our culture now, our Drag Race culture, is that like, no shade, I love our fans, but when I started watching Drag Race, I needed that. I needed like this queerness. I needed to see like gay people and trans people in funny lights and in ridiculous lights, and like that's why it holds a special place for me, because it was like the first time that I saw gay people not as like a joke or an other in somebody else's show. It was like, oh no, this competition is all about how gay you can be, bitch. Mm-hmm. So like it is really important in those roots, but I think what's strange about it now is like I just had a hookup the other day, and he's like not that much younger than me. He was like 29 or something, and like got through the whole hookup, like, and started being all like, yeah, I'm really busy. I'm flying places. I'm doing things, you know, like trying to be casual, being like, you're allowed to broach the subject of like why I actually really do have to go. And I was like, hey, I really like, we also got into an argument about global politics, but that's fair.
After the hookup or before the hookup?
In the midst.
Oh my God. And I wonder, did that encourage like even rougher experiences?
Yeah, it made it hotter. But
not you fucking the Republican out of him.
Afterwards, I was like, hey, so not to be that bitch, but do you know who I am? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, I'm one of those Ru bitches. And he was like, oh, I know like 3 or 4, and then like is going through his Rolodex to pick out names like, oh, do you know Sasha Velour? And I'm like, okay, darling, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not important to you. But that's the thing is, it's not as intrinsic for a young queer somewhere to be watching Drag Race. There's not some big watch party that is a part of the culture.
Yeah.
Where they can't get it online. So
when you think about like Drag Race audiences around like season 8 in the fandom now, what do you miss most about, or what do you like most about now versus then, or then versus now?
Oh, I mean, I've always had really, really amazing fans.
Yeah.
Like actually have had like the best attitude. Like it's also like a lot of like moms and their sons, or their moms and their daughters. And I mean, I speak so highly about adoption. So I have like a lot of like adopted kids who were obsessed with me when I first came out. And now that it's been
10 years. 89 years.
Actually 10 years. It's like I've actually grown up with those kids in a way, and like seen them like only be able to go to drag con, and now they can like fully like get drunk at my shows.
Yeah.
It's actually like, I love that there's always going to be like someone at an age that I wish I had Drag Race that was like, this is amazing. This is okay. This can be your dream. And to strive for like doing your dream and making it a reality.
Yeah.
So I always love that about the Drag Race audience. And I hope that it stays around forever.
But outside of your audience specifically, what do you think about it as a whole?
Yeah, now talk about my fans.
Period, right? Like as a whole.
As a whole, I do wish more fags were proud to love it still.
Talk more about that. What do you mean by that?
Like, I think
you think it's a shame now? Like, people are like, I don't want to admit that I'm a Drag Race watcher.
I think in the world of like, grinder, sniffies, trying to attract someone, trying to be the man.
She's talking about her slut life. She's saying, I wish y'all could be proud of me, motherfucker.
Oh, no, not even that. But like, I feel like there's like such a thing of being like, don't be that gay. I mean, I think that's probably always been around.
Yeah,
it's just like now that I've gotten older, I've realized it. And it's like, it's almost like a turn off if you're an Insta gay and you follow like the drag girls, you know, like it's like people like try and like filter it in a way that's like, oh yeah, drag is cool. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so interesting.
And it's almost like performing at a circuit party. Like when you're booked at a circuit party and you're like, I don't even think I should be here.
No, it is 100% that vibe. Like performing at a circuit party, all of these gays are just like bumping into you, walking past you, and being like, oh, hey, diva.
Yeah, going to the bathroom like when you're set. But then also like you like, I've now learned like
I've been in their shoes. I don't want to look at me either, girl.
Yeah.
I have to be like the amount of drugs you're probably on that you're seeing. Like, it's like, oh, I'm overstimmied. I don't know. I love how you carry yourself. Like, I think it's really interesting to me because you do give just enough. Like it feels like you have. It's like you feel very much like I could develop a parasocial relationship with you, but not enough to like actually be like crazy stalker. Is that something that you thought about? Like, because it's so like, and especially during this time, right? Like you have to give a fandom like Drag Race specifically. Only the amount that you really want to give them, because it can be unbearable. I mean, we've seen it when you've been super vulnerable in the space, and like it's just I can't imagine how you all deal with it.
Yeah, no, I think back to being a logo girl. Like I'm happy that I was on an earlier season because of how I see like the queens. I don't know if they have to or the way that they just do naturally respond with their audience now. Like I have so much respect for it because like. I was never that girl that was like,
hey, Legses.
What are we eating for breakfast today? Fam, kingdom, whatever.
Come on, small bites.
Like, that was never like, that's just not how I have a relationship with the internet.
Yeah.
And I feel like anytime I've ever gotten like somewhat comfortable on the internet, it's bitten me back that I'm like, I can't do this.
This is too much.
Yeah.
When was that time? Can you remember a time like that?
I think when I like first was in Chicago, I must have been 22, and like I did not, I didn't drink when I moved to Chicago. I had never really smoked weed before I went to Chicago. So the moment I like met a couple stoners that like got me smoking weed, and like the combination of like being high and Twitter was never.
No, not this bitch pulling on Miley Cyrus, blaming her messy era on weed. You better take that shit back.
I am a deadpan Smiley album girl till I die, so I'll stand by it. But yeah, I realized like you really have to be like intentional with what you put out into the internet.
Yeah.
You know, because it does live on forever. It gets screenshotted the moment you say it.
But it's so good when you have someone like a mistress that exists and can like do that thing that she does, like especially even Corey King, right? Like they get the internet and have completely like not gone onto the show to try to win. I think Mistress did, but
Corey didn't look like she was.
Corey for sure did. But like you go on the show to like understand like, oh, I can really get more of my fame from this internet shit.
Yeah.
And there's just I think that's something really cool about.
But that's what's weird is that's a newer development that I think the girls actually really do have to have, because like I feel like I was riding on the cusp of like when I was trying to get on Drag Race, like to start, it was not to be like, oh, so I can have like my million internets and I can have this cooking show, and it was like I went on to win.
Win Drag Race.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad it worked well.
I just don't understand.
But like actually like that's I think that was the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't think like that knowledge of like oh, if I go on, at least I can like make it this far, and then I can like start my Patreon channel and all that jazz. It was like every girl, at least in my opinion, on season 8 was there to win.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it is like that anymore.
No, I mean, I think the fourth wall is broken too many times at this point, right? Like it's when you started, like, especially this last season of Drag Race, when I started to like realize like the queens were like producers in a lot of ways, and like they were actually producing themselves and understanding about making a moment. That's why I was like, ooh, this kind of gives me the ick, but also I kind of like it that you know what's going on.
It was like actually also, that's the thing is it kind of gave me the ick in one way, but also in the other, it was nice to see a bitch who was like prepared for what it's become, because girl, that's some hard shit to be able to stand up in front of a camera and like know who you are and deliver it in a way that's still entertaining but still feels real. Like, have the hardest jobs on earth being real fake bitches.
Dead ass. Highkey. So I guess we ask our guest every question this.
Yes. Naomi, right now in life, what are you high-key about? It could be anything, big, small, tall, fuck it all.
You're not low-key about it, you're high-key about it.
What am I high-key about? Maybe just because I just came back from seeing my mom. I guess I'm high-key about like needing to be close to my family.
Oh,
wow.
That's so real.
Is that like a lame answer?
No, I think that's such a good answer.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's normally not the case for any queen. So it's like, great, I'm happy you got the good skin. Great for you, bitch.
My mom is like 78, and I feel like I'm like, I need to be high key about like as much time as I can like sponge out of her, because she's like my favorite person in the world.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sponge bath. This is getting dark.
Please.
Oh my God. Oh, it's back. Okay, well, y'all heard it here first. Naomi is officially the only drag queen who actually cares about somebody else on this planet.
Who actually cares about her mom. We'll be back with our high keys after this, y'all. High key. Okay, we're back with our high keys, and here's what I am high key about. I put out, end of year ins and outs list on my Instagram, and I sort of kind of got dragged because people were like, well, I put out for 2026 partyful invites, which I still stand by. I hate them hoes. I do not like them. I do not want to see them. And so honestly, I am high key doubling down. Fuck you and your partyful invites. If you want me at your event, how about you just text me and just tell me what you're like, that I'm there. And like that, and maybe I'll be there, to be quite honest. Like, I don't know. The partyful invites, I got stuck one time, and this is the reason why I don't like them. Mm. I went to one party like some DJ was throwing, and I loved it, had a great time. But when you sign up for those partyful things, especially for parties, you can continue to send updates, like a newsletter of some sorts. And I felt like I did not consent to be like bombarded by 70 emails telling me to come to your party. And I can literally tell that no one is going because you are trying to convince people in this party, a partyful invite, to go. And that's just blowing me. I don't like texting anyway.
That's like when you sign up for free airport Wi-Fi, and then a month later you're subscribed to like oldladytoes.com, and you're like, well, why are you emailing me? How did I get here? And then you're like, God damn it, Newark got me again.
It's the worst. I'm just like, what is going on? I'm like, and so, I'm sorry that that one person ruined partyful invites for everyone, but I have to stand for something, or I'll fall for anything. And
I just like I don't want any more social media, especially around the act of partying. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? I'll do it for very specific things. And by that, I mean, I will never send a partyful invite in my life. I will either text or DM you, or I'll just like post a flyer on social media inviting the world to come through.
My big end for 2026 is putting our phones down.
Ooh.
Like, put your phone down. Like,
Ryan,
put it down.
Ryan,
Put it fucking down.
I'm so about except for unless you're watching us right now.
Yes.
If you're listening to us, you can put it down and put in some headphones.
My God.
I've been trying to hold back that energy of telling people to like put their phones down because it's so, for me, smarmier, because it's easy for me to not look at my phone. But legit, that's why my high key of this moment, probably the rest of my life, I've said it before, but I've actually been making art. I've been making art. So my high key is artistic expression, is putting your phone down, reminding
When's
yourself.
the album coming out? That's the real question.
Girl, I can't give you dates like that. I don't know what day it is tomorrow. I don't know what day it was yesterday.
If you can't say it here, then where can you say it?
That's why I just want to be like Beyonce and just like surprise drop shit, except unfortunately, she has a team of people to make her music sound good if she just went and squealed into a microphone today. And if I did, you'd like hear the dogs barking in the background, like the cops around the corner. Can't have that. So, but like making art, and I feel so bad that I am the person who is not always going to be available to text and call and like.
Yeah.
I'm not always going to be that, but
you're not the emergency contact girl.
But that's because a part of what I need to do if I want to be good or feel like life is worth living is I have to take those moments of peace where you just create, and creation takes time. So like you can't be on your phone, like Instagram live chatting, being like, yeah, working on a new rap album. Also make sure to look at my OnlyFans and my Just for Butts and my oldladytoes.com. Like, girl, you need a little bit of separation. So,
well, and mind you, I'm telling everyone to put their phones down while I'm also simultaneously like, I'm leveling up with doing content. Look at me. I just literally, what the fuck am I talking about?
Okay, yeah, but that counts. You can put your phone down on a stand.
After I do it.
And no, you can put it down while you can record yourself, and then your content will just be you brushing your teeth. So high key, y'all should put your phones down, videotape yourself brushing your teeth, slide in our DMs. Mm-hmm. And if you refuse to put your phone down, then pick your phone up and follow us on all our social media.
Absolutely. Yeah. At Highkey here, Instagram, TikTok, like and subscribe on the YouTubes, and get ready for next week's episode because we have the one, the only Trinity the Tuck.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm picking my phone back up.
Yeah, honestly, I am too. Okay. All right, bye. Whatever.
We'll see you next week.